Walt and Jesse solidify their dangerous partnership. Walt will be the mastermind and cook, keeping his hands clean of street violence, while Jesse handles the risky business of selling their meth. Walt, still battling cancer, lies to Skyler, claiming he's deposited Elliott's check when he's actually struggling to pay for his treatment and plans to use their meth profits to make ends meet. During a tense family therapy session, Skyler voices concern over Walt's mysterious absences, but he deflects, claiming he just needs alone time. While cooking meth, Walt is increasingly weakened by his cancer treatment, suffering debilitating hot flashes and dizziness. Jesse, witnessing Walt's physical struggles and the radiation burn on his chest, realizes Walt's desperate motivation, securing his family's future before he dies. Jesse pushes to sell their product all night, but comes back with a paltry $1,300, far less than Walt expects, and explains the limited quantity he could sell on his own.
Jesse realizes they need a distributor, someone who can move large quantities of meth quickly.
After the death of Crazy 8, the volatile Tuco Salamanca has taken over his territory. With the help of his friend Skinny Pete, Jesse manages a meeting with Tuco. Tuco is willing to pay $35,000 per pound of meth, but only after his dealers have sold it, which doesn't sit well with Jesse. When Jesse refuses this deal, Tuco unleashes a brutal beating, putting him in the hospital. Meanwhile, Hank's investigation into the meth operation leads him to Walt's old high school. He suspects a student has stolen the lab keys, but when he and Walt check their equipment inventory, Walt realizes Crazy 8 was Hank's undercover informant. The authorities, led by Hank, arrest the school janitor, Hugo, based on his access to keys and prior drug offense. Walt, guilt-ridden, learns of Jesse's brutalization and pays him a visit at the hospital. Now balding from chemotherapy, Walt shaves his head completely, embracing a new, tougher persona. He sets up a meeting with Tuco, calling himself Heisenberg. Walt demands $50,000, $35,000 for the meth Tuco stole, and an extra $15,000 for Jesse's medical bills. Tuco, seeing Walt with another bag of unknown material, calls his bluff. Walt drops the bag on the floor, triggering a massive explosion that sends the room into chaos. Walt reveals he's carrying fulminated mercury, threatening to destroy the entire bag. Tuco is left stunned. Tuco is impressed with the amount of bravado displayed, submits, and agrees to pay. Walt demands to sell Tuco 2 pounds of meth a week for $70,000. Tuco reluctantly agrees, fascinated and intimidated by Walt's willingness to go all in. After leaving, Walt is overcome with adrenaline, a rush from the intensity of the moment.